Hi there, welcome back YouTube friends and family. I want to thank each and every one of you that watch my videos, and I especially want to thank those of you that have been sharing my videos on your social media posts. My account, it took it forever to get to 1,000 subscribers, but all of a sudden it's really starting to pick up speed. And it's all because of you, my viewers. And I really appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed. Now, let's get on to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to make some low-carb chips. Now, I was eating the tomato bacon jam with these chips and made mention. And I had people ask me, why haven't you done a video about the low-carb chips? So, today is the day. Now for our ingredients. Well, first, let's talk about what you're going to need. I'm using a pizza pan, some parchment paper. You're going to need a sharp knife, a pastry brush of some sort. In addition to that, we've got our ingredients. I have a low carb tortilla, and right now on the screen you're seeing that, and you can see that it's only 5 net carbs for the entire tortilla. I have some cheese powder, and I'm going to now show you on the screen the nutritional facts on this. Now, I'm not showing you the nutritional facts for the paprika, but that is smoked paprika. You might say, well, why are you using smoked paprika? Because I'm also going to use my homemade jalapeno pepper powder that I made last year from the jalapenos I grew. So I want these chips to have a cheddar chipotle flavor. I'll also be using about a half of a tablespoon of the extra virgin olive oil that will go on our tortilla, be spread with this pastry brush. I'll show you the steps as we go, but that's to hold everything on it. And of course, I'm going to want my chips to be salty, so I'm going to use some pink Himalayan salt on my chips as well. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is lay our tools aside here, straighten this up on our board, straighten this up on our pizza pan, and I'm going to pour right in the center about a half of a tablespoon of olive oil. I don't want too much. I just want to get enough on this tortilla so that my spices stick to it. If I just put them on there dry without it having something to help it adhere to, trust me, I tried it. It won't work. It's got to have a little bit of oil on there just to hold the seasoning. So there we go. That's step number 1. All right, I'm just taking a big spoon here and I am sprinkling this cheese powder around. I'm also going to take my spatula and I'm going to just paint that on. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is take just a pinch of smoked paprika and I'm going to put that on with my fingers. I find that worked much better than the sifter. So I want to get enough on there to have a good smoky flavor on my chips. So now there again, I'm just going to swirl it around and spread it good. Okay. So I've got a clean spoon here because I did not want to get cheese in my pepper. And as I said, this is jalapeno. I raised jalapenos and then I took and dried those and ground them up. That's how I made my jalapeno pepper. And yes, I ground seeds and everything. So this is going to add a little heat. Now, as I have told you guys many, many times before, when you're doing something like this, do it based on your heat, not on mine. Not everyone would be able to get some jalapeno powder. You could use cayenne pepper. Here again, cayenne's a little hotter than jalapeno, but it will definitely work. Okay, so now I've got everything spread on here to keep all this excess from burning. In the oven, I'm going to take it over here and shake it off in the trash. Yeah, not all of it went off, but a lot of it did. Now, and my last seasoning, of course, is my salt, because I want my chips to be just a tad bit salty. And as I said, I'm just using pink Himalayan salt. It's time now for me to take my sharp knife and slice this into my chips. And I'm just doing this on my pizza pan on the paper. So now I'm going to turn it around sideways, and I'm not making these fancy. You could cut them diagonally. I just want them cut into pieces that I can dip and dip, or just eat them by themselves. Didn't cut that one quite so easily, did I? I think it was because it slipped on me. So you are going to have to get your hands dirty and hold that tortilla in place. All right, we're going to cut that in two. I'm going to make 3 out of this one. And it does work better, as you can see, cutting one strip at a time. Okay. Now, I'm going to spread them out on my pan here just a little bit, and they are now ready to go in my preheated oven. All right, my oven is preheated, 400 degrees. It's time for me to put my chips in the oven, so I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes, and I will watch them. They're already cooked, so all I'm needing to do is just heat these up good so that the seasonings stick to the chips. And there are my chips after 3 minutes in the oven. Now it's time to move these over to a plate to cool, and I'm going to make more. No need making a mess if I don't make a bag full. All right, guys, it's time for me to try these chips for you. And I have a very popular jarred cheese sauce that you'll find in the chip aisle. I'm just going to take these and try them. Before we get into our video, let me explain. I am not a dietitian. I am not a doctor. I'm simply a 68-year-old gardener that absolutely loves to eat good food. But being a diabetic, I'm sometimes limited. I have found that if I personally go by net carbs and try to keep my net carbs low, my sugar doesn't spike as much. All right, let's taste this for you guys. That is really, really good. I knew it would be because I've made these before. It's nothing new to me. Now, you can leave these laying out, let them get a little bit more drier, crispier. You can bake them a little longer. You're in control. Remember, when you're following a recipe, just use it as a roadmap. Make any detour you want to. Put any spice on it that you want to.